Hello and welcome to the Spark Hub podcast. This is a Inner Circle update, a very brief, non-guest involved episode where I just give you a peek behind the wizard's curtain, let you know what's going on. So for new and old listeners alike, I've been picking away at Spark Hub to grow it into, a hub for where learning is an adventure, for parents and teachers, to create a place where you come for great content, inspiring content, and behind that, related resources. That's the big dream, and that's where I'm driving to. And in the recent few weeks, there's been a couple of positive movements. So for the longer listeners, you know that I've always been saying there's a prototype that I've built, and you have to give us your email address to get access. For those who haven't, if you've ever come to the Spark Hub website currently or a few weeks ago, it's just a landing page, very brief description of what we're doing, and kind of boring. And then behind the closed doors or behind a inner circle door is the prototype, the big dream, where I'm able to have lots of functionality with content and sharing and uploading relevant stuff. And so I've kind of, in the past few weeks, been able to kind of bridge those two worlds. And the current iteration of the website is a lot more blog-like. So now when you come to the sparkhub.com, you can see all the episodes laid out in front of you. And if you click on them, as is my dream, you can consume them in different ways on the channels that you like. And also there's related content, most importantly, that we can keep adding. So as people get inspired by a certain episode, we can add more and more related content over time, and it builds up a nice little repository for anyone new and old who likes to come in and enjoy the content on Spark Hub. So that's been a bit of a development, and that went live just recently. And so now you can browse around. There's lots of new functionality. We're able to categorize things so that you can quickly search by the topics that interest you. And that's a giant leap forward towards the big game, the big view, the big thing I'm aiming for, which is to create a much richer experience in time. And so again, for those of you that want to sign up for the Inner Circle, I can show you the prototype. But for now, the current site is a giant leap forward in terms of functionality, consumption. You can comment, you can share. So there's lots of new stuff to enjoy, and obviously always open to feedback. So by all means, get in touch. So that's one update. The other update is that I've got some exciting guests lined up in the next few weeks across a whole bunch of interesting topics. So stay tuned for those episodes as they come out. And lastly, I've started to produce more shorts as well. So while a Spark Hub episode, an audio episode might be, say, 35 to 60 minutes, I'm out of each episode, I'm trying to cut down 5 or 10 short 1-minute clips. And where possible, I provide animations with that. So little sort of lightweight slideshows with content that I've been provided by the guest. And so hopefully you're enjoying those. If you're short on time and you just want to get it all in 5 minutes or as much as you can, there is now that facility to go onto YouTube and see that. And of course, I post all these things onto the social networks as well. So dial in on the channel of your choice. So that's it. A little bit of an update for the Inner Circle. Progress is being made. And in the next few episodes, you will be hearing from some fascinating guests. And you can always go to our website to dive into more, see more episodes, click around, subscribe, and keep growing this Spark Hub. Thanks for listening, and look forward to more episodes. Thanks for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you like what you hear, you can dive into a lot more on thesparkhub.com.